What? Today. Hold on. Reopen it.
Today, Junior.
We're the bench boys, we're the bench boys, coming to you live. We're the bench boys, we're the bench boys, coming to you live. So why not plug in and listen to us, rant about our favorite teams. We could sit here and talk all day, but we got bills to pay. So for now, we're the bench boys, we're the bench boys, coming to you live. We're the bench boys, we're the bench boys, coming to you live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the November 8th episode of the Bench Boys podcast. I'm back with Jared today,
Hello.
and producer Brett is messing around with cameras and
I'm hiding.
hiding. I think because it's on and it's really bothering me. These Oilers jerseys, the third jerseys they have, they're so bad.
I was literally gonna comment on that too. Like, they look so bad. Ugh.
They're a knockoff on the Team North America jerseys from the World Cup,
Basically.
But then they're also that almost black dark blue
Yeah, it's terrible.
that just is
Plus,
so bad.
it's like a completely different orange.
Yeah,
It's like, what are you going for here?
they're Team North America orange.
It's like a darker orange than the normal orange.
It's so gross.
Like, what?
But I mean, honestly, if it was the regular orange, it would be so bright.
Yeah.
That's actually really funny. The commercial on the other screen had the Oilers in their regular orange ugly jerseys. It's good. But, I mean, really, it's a good place to start, being that the Oilers are the best team in Canada, I think, right now,
Which is like, what?
which is ludicrous.
What?
What I really did want to talk about is we all know that Draisaitl's good, McDavid's real good.
Mm-hmm.
Together, they're
Mucho good.
the best pair in the league.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, right now they are.
Isn't it like Marchand, Pasternak?
Being that I think Draisaitl and I guess you're right. Pasternak's
Because they're
at
like
30, Brad Marchand's at
friggin'
28.
killing it.
Yeah, you're right. So that's a
But
good
pretty
push.
damn close.
That's a good. I
Who's
would
better?
I would take Draisaitl McDavid over
like,
Pasternak. Marchand.
probably, but I don't know, because like Pasternak, Marchand do it year in, year out.
Yeah, but they also have Bergeron.
It's true. That's why it's
Like,
hard.
imagine-
if it's just for two players, yeah, it's probably
Imagine
McDavid,
if
Draisaitl.
the Oilers had a right winger.
Right.
Like, imagine James Neal didn't stop scoring
Or like is better.
just all the time. Yeah, but I mean, like, what we watched for the first 3 weeks of the season,
Yeah.
imagine that was the winger they had all the time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Then
yeah.
they'd probably have more points than Marchand and Pasternak. But still,
Yeah.
that 58 points for Marchand and Pasternak and 55 for Draisaitl and McDavid.
pretty
So
damn close.
that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's very impressive.
It's also we'll probably get there. But like John Carlson, man. Holy crap.
How is he keeping up? How is
Like-
he still tied for fourth in points?
He had like, I don't know, a week where he like didn't get like 10 points
You're just
in,
like, "Ah,
in
what a
3
loser."
games. But like, and then he just like kept scoring again.
I just
And like, holy crap, dude. Guy's on fire.
he's okay. What's How many games has Washington played?
17, I'm assuming. I don't think he's missed a game, right? Nah.
Yeah, so 17 games. So
Plus 13, too. Like,
you 26 points. You better be plus.
yeah, that's true. But I don't know.
It's like James Neal. He's got 12 goals. 11 goals. I think 11 or so.
Yeah.
And he's -9.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's pretty bad. Well, it's like Ovechkin's -3. Minuses are weird, though, and whatever. You get, like, power play points, and then it doesn't count towards plus, right? So
Yeah.
It's like, meh.
But still.
But, yeah, if you're... I know, I found that really funny because Neil's the bottom of the Oilers from plus-minus. I'm like,
And he's got,
that's the Neil I
that's
know.
the Neal we know.
Like, you just wait. Oilers fans are all like, oh, you lost the trade already.
But what? Okay, so we're 17 of 82 for Carlson.
Yeah.
That's
Extrapolation.
20% of the season ish.
Well, 20 would be...
20 would be a quarter.
Oh, right. Yeah, probably right around 20%.
Right around 20%. So in theory, he's on pace for 125 points. Obviously, that ain't gonna happen.
What? What are you talking about?
Could you? But seriously, though.
D-man
But
put up
seriously
that
though,
thing.
like if he gets 90 points,
Oh, yeah. That's huge. When, like, what did Burns get last year? Like 88 or some crap?
yeah, I guess probably.
Did he get over 80? Yeah, he did. He did, right? I think he did. But yeah, either way, you get anywhere close to a point per game with
83.
Yeah. So just over.
But like 90 plus or something, like 90 plus for Johnny Gaudreau or Mitch Marner or John Tavares, Austin Matthews, any of those. That's what you're expecting. Like, I mean, now we're expecting Mitch Marner, Austin Matthews, John Tavares to get over 100. But for a defenseman, that is outrageous.
Yeah, who's even the next closest D, man? It's Dougie Hamilton. Yo, know what's crazy? I saw a stat. This is a crazy stat, actually, and I did not think it was legit, but like it is. I think he's at like it's like
Dougie?
a lot of games, like 250 games straight of getting a shot on net.
Who, Dougie or Carlson?
Dougie,
Wow.
and he is like 100 games more than the next closest. I was like, what? Dougie Hamilton?
Does that include forwards?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, holy crap, dude. Dougie, you actually shoot that much?
That is pretty crazy.
But I guess you think about it, and
Well,
it's like,
what's crazy about that is like everybody shoots the puck generally, but it's so much harder for a defenseman to get to the net.
yeah, exactly.
That's nuts. That is a pretty crazy stat. That
Yeah,
that doesn't
it's just
seem
like
real.
random. I can't remember like who Carolina was playing, why the heck I was watching, but
I
it's
did
like, oh.
know that
interesting.
Dougie Shaw shoots a lot. I did know that. I
Yeah.
just didn't realize that's a lot.
Yeah, I can't actually remember how many games it was, but it was like an enormous amount of games. I was like, holy crap.
But anyway, back to the original topic of the Oilers.
Yeah.
Do you think they can actually keep this up where McDavid and Draisaitl have more than 50% of Oilers points?
Like, I know that McDavid and Draisaitl will keep it up. I don't know if the Oilers can keep it up
Like,
playing like that.
the only reason the Oilers are doing so well right now is that they have goaltending, which is weird.
Yeah, both the goalies actually have been pretty good.
It's definitely not the norm, so it's kind of surprising. And what's the word I'm looking for? Like, just not right. Just doesn't feel okay.
Abnormal. Yeah, like.
But I mean, it's a good
Koskinen.
thing because that means the other lines are obviously playing defense.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me. Boston has that first line that's crazy. They score most of their points too. When you have that many points, all these guys are sitting at least 2 points a game,
Oh yeah. Well, like pretty much.
right? Yeah, basically. It's just eventually they're gonna have games like they're having right now against Jersey, where it's 0-0 after one,
Yeah.
and they're just not accomplishing anything. They're gonna score tonight. 0% chance of them not scoring against Jersey. In my opinion.
Yeah. Jersey's
maybe like 5%.
pretty bad.
We just watched them in Calgary last night, and it was not good.
Yeah, Calgary domed them.
But it wasn't even like Calgary was that good. Jersey just was that bad.
It's easy to be good against Jersey.
Uh,
Or to look good, at least.
which we said that last year about Edmonton.
Yeah.
I can't see this happening where you look at the scoring on the Oilers and you're like, it is such a jump from McDavid down. That's
Yeah.
the other crazy part. It's McDavid in second place, not Draisaitl,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm sure will change.
Yeah.
And if you're an Oilers fan, I think you want that to change, because if you're paying McDavid 12.5 and you're paying Draisaitl 8.5, you hope he produces $4 million more than Draisaitl. At this rate, it's gonna be hard. Draisaitl's having just an absolutely insane year.
Oh, yeah. He's just a beast, man. He's just so strong. Like,
I think we talked about this 2 weeks ago when I was on last time, and it's just like
yeah, he's pretty set. for
McDavid's
life.
fast, but Draisaitl's fast enough.
And he's control. He's the control.
Yeah,
It's like,
this is what's
I'll
happening.
make space for you, Connor.
Yeah,
And then once you draw them away from me, you'll find me with a crazy
and
pass
if we
back
go to
door.
overtime, I'm
Yeah.
gonna score.
Seriously, their overtime has got to be one of the scariest lines ever. Seriously. Like,
Yeah.
that is scary, dude. You got freaking two of the best players in the league.
If you're playing,
And they score like every goal in overtime. It's always like McDavid, Draisaitl.
if you're playing overtime against the Oilers, put your defensive line out first.
Yeah, put like your hardest checking line.
I don't know
Yeah.
about checking, but like
Or like, yeah.
2 defensemen and a forward.
Or maybe.
Just get them
Yeah.
off the ice. Get McDavid and Draisaitl off
And
the
just
ice,
try and shut them down. Yeah, don't give them anything.
and don't give them an on-man rush, because if they get a 2-on-1, McDavid and Draisaitl are bearing it.
Yeah, if they're on the ice, you gotta like seriously consider what you're doing in the offensive zone, because if you screw that up, you're done.
Put it in a corner and skate back to the blue line. Like,
Yeah. Nothing's developing here. Okay, I'll just I'll
right?
head back.
It's just
I'm out.
because what did they say last time Draisaitl scored an overtime goal that tied the record for franchise leader in overtime winners or something?
Oh, okay.
It's like,
Yeah, it's like Monty. Monty's way the leader of overtime goals for.
which it's just like
The
he's been there
Flames.
for like 4 years.
It's because the overtime rule.
I guess,
or-
like more games go. Well,
Oh, yeah, I guess.
all those games went to overtime. It just they ended in ties.
Yeah, that's true.
There just wasn't as many goals scored. in
I guess
overtime.
like the 4 and 4 round 3.
But like he 4 years.
that
doesn't-
is actually crazy.
like you think Iginla had a lot.
Yeah,
You would just I would have thought.
I'm sure he had quite a few.
but like
But yeah, 4 years. You're right. That is like
pretty short. Like Monahan's
I guess
been
like
here a while.
Monty even too, but he broke it like a year and a half or 2
Yeah,
years
it's-
ago.
You're probably right though. Like there is way more overtime goals than 3-on-3.
Yeah.
for sure.
Which is
And
good.
it does seem like more games go to overtime now too.
Well, yeah, there's been a lot of overtimes lately too. Like it's like almost 1-2 a night.
Yeah,
Like depending how many games there are.
yeah. Like the busy like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Yeah,
There's like at least 2 games.
Oh yeah,
it seems.
like every time. Which is I love it. I freaking love 3-on-3. I just think it's so cool.
Let's see who leads the league in. Oh, okay, Florida probably
Overtimes?
overtime losses.
Oh,
Oh, Florida has 5 already.
yeah, that's bad.
But there's not a single team with 0. Yeah, there's not a single team in the NHL right now
With
for-
0 overtime
with
losses?
0 overtime
Whoa.
losses. That just tells you how many. Like
That's actually crazy.
there was seasons where teams had no overtime losses.
Yeah. That's actually pretty crazy. I didn't. Yeah, like everyone. So everyone's been to overtime.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and most likely twice.
I feel like that's irregular.
To me, it does. It seems like it.
Yeah.
But parity's up,
Yeah.
so I mean, you're not super surprised.
That's
the
good.
the
I like it.
Bettman point is showing its head early.
Mhm.
I mean, look, Florida's in the wild card because they have 5 overtime losses.
Right.
In 15
Those
games.
catch up with you, man.
In 15 games.
Yeah.
A third
A third. Holy
of their games they've lost in overtime.
That's fucking Florida too, man. You watch Florida, and that's why, because they just don't play defense. Really, it's just like, oh, you
Well,
scored. Okay, I'm fucking scoring.
They don't play defense. They don't play goalie.
Yeah, bro's just there half the time.
He had one. He's got a shutout though. Attaboy.
Nice.
Attaboy. Got me one on the last weekend for my fantasy league.
All right, I remember we were
Yeah.
talking about that.
Won me the week. Good man.
Oh yeah.
Hasn't
Having a bad week, then
Stopped
gets
the
a-
beach ball since, but he got me a
Yeah.
shutout. I think he's got like an 8:30
But
this
that
week. I'm
one
just like,
game, oh god,
it's
8:30.
brutal.
Yeah. Speaking of hot goaltending,
Oh, I see. I was going to go with high quality overtime.
yeah.
Where should we go? High goaltending, high quality overtime.
Let's go with overtime first.
High quality overtime. If
Yeah.
you didn't see it, you must have been living under a rock.
Oh, it's comedic.
Vancouver Canucks
I love it.
went to overtime against the St. Louis Blues on Tuesday.
Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Was it Wednesday? I feel like it was Wednesday.
Might
right?
have been Wednesday.
I'll look.
Regardless, one of the days this week, early this week,
Yeah.
and ended in a full ice 3-on-0 for St. Louis.
It's like you see this play and you're like, what the hell is this? Like, it looks like pond hockey, man. It looks like this poor guy. He's the only one that would play goalie. We're just out here shooting biscuits on
Yeah.
him.
It looks like a video game.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. Somebody I can't remember who tweeted, but they're like, "This is not a video game," but it literally looks like you're playing a game of Chell, EASHL or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
you being an idiot. And you're going to like make a hit in the corner, you miss your hit, and then 3-0 the other way. But this is real life. This is the pros, and two guys collide in the offensive corner for Vancouver. Kind of, sort of catch the third guy, and St. Louis is off to the races. And
They're
they
like-
have forever
Yeah,
to
like
decide what they're gonna do.
neutral zone plus a bit.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
Pretty
actually,
much-
I guess they get back like to
pretty
the
much-
blue line.
pretty much the hash marks. Like they pick the puck up at the hash marks, and
Yeah.
they're just kind of like going up the ice. It's fine. They're not ripping down the ice. Like no speed records are being broken. It's just we'll get there when we get there. And yeah,
Take a
like
look back. Oh,
Buddy
wow.
got back in time that maybe if there was a rebound, he might have been able to clear it.
A diving, yeah, play.
But like, and this is the funny part because again, it's the pros and 3-on-0s don't happen. They almost blew it.
Yeah, they really did. Like the pass, the second pass. Oh man, he just like, oh. Can you imagine if they didn't score on that? That would be even worse.
That would have
probably.
been so much worse.
It's like, oh, you just blew it on a 3-on-0? Like, I don't know. I just love the commentator after. It was a 3-on-0. I have never seen that before. It's like-
Apparently, in Vancouver the next day, they were bitching on the radio, not about the 3-on-0, but about how Markstrom showed up his teammates being pissed off after they scored.
they were mad about that?
You are surprised that a professional NHL goaltender
The fuck?
was pissed off that his team literally didn't play any defense in overtime.
I think I'd be like confused if he wasn't mad. Like I was like, dude, yeah, smash your stick. Like that's
Yeah.
brutal, dude.
Take your gear off and chuck in the stands.
Like,
I don't know. Like,
what is he probably thinking when this is happening? He's like, what the fuck? Are you kidding
He should have
me?
knocked the net off, to be honest.
Yeah, he should have pulled the. Just-
That would have been worth a 10
Throw the-
for sure.
oh man.
Or whatever.
Yeah. So wait, what is
I
that?
think it's a penalty shot and a power play.
I can't even remember what they made that. Yeah.
I can't either.
But yeah, that would, under those circumstances, I wouldn't blame him for doing that either, man. 3-on-1 or 3-on-0. God. Yeah, that was definitely the most funny hockey thing I have seen, especially because it's Vancouver. Like, that just made everything just fine. Like, so fun, so good. You know, just when you're like, oh man, how the hell is Vancouver doing so well? And they pull some crap like that. And they lost to Chicago yesterday, too.
Yeah.
So, you know, the normal Canucks are back. We'll see, but they're losing to Winnipeg right now, too. So here we go. So you're right. It would have had to have been Tuesday then. 'Cause they played yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Crazy.
I can't find this rule. That's too bad.
Yeah. But that was hilarious. Best OT period in the league right there.
And then the way the internet is on anything little is really funny. The way the internet reacted to this was beyond
So
funny.
good. So good.
So many good little
Oh yeah,
jabs
what
and
was the
jokes
one?
and-
I actually saved it on my phone. The meme that came out of it. It was good. Just one of those, classic. Okay, recognize my face. There we
The best part is, like, normally I think we've complained about it before, but when they switch to the camera behind the net, and like look up the ice, and normally it sucks. Like normally that view is awful.
go. Right.
The view from there of that breakaway,
So good because you could just see
You
all the
watch
Canucks.
them just-
Oh, you're saying like the other side.
yeah. Well, no, like the view from like basically what Markstrom was seeing.
Oh yeah.
You see it all happen, and he's just he had so long to just
Think about how shitty the situation he's in.
I'm screwed. I'm
Oh,
screwed. I'm
fuck.
screwed.
Oh
I'm screwed.
my
I'm
god,
screwed.
what the fuck? Where is everyone?
If I make this save, they owe me the finest bottle of scotch.
Yeah, imagine if he robs that. Be like, hey guys, I'm gonna pull myself. You guys can play 4-on-3 the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
I did my part.
Yeah.
You guys better go score now. Would have also been real funny if he would have just like stacked the pads or something, just like laid down.
Right, yeah. Exactly. Man, that's probably what I would have done. That's how, I don't know how to play goalie anyway, but, just, whatever. Just lay down.
Kick your legs up in the air and
Just move your arm around.
Yeah.
I got it.
try the Carey Price where he's like backwards, like we're trying to like see the reflection.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. That was funny. I hope they lose again tonight.
Anyway, goalies you were gonna talk about?
Oh yeah, so you have like this goalie who like hasn't like lost in regulation, and he's like the best goalie in the league right now, and then he lets in 5 goals real quick. Gets
Yeah,
pulled.
that was real interesting last night. The Avalanche game.
Like, I'm sure you guys saw the score, because if you look at scores and you see a 9, you're like, what?
If you watch SportsCenter or Sportsnet Central or whatever, you saw the highlights. And the Avalanche,
That was the
who had
wildest.
lost 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
5 games in a row.
Oh, right. Before we're going to talk about that. This is, kind of in junction with that. That's kind of how I could see the Oilers getting in trouble. We were already talking about it, like how those top 2 players on their team have had all those points. What if what happened to Colorado
What if they lose 1?
Happens.
Never mind 2.
to Edmonton? If they lost McDavid and fucking Draisaitl, they would be done.
They score like 1 goal a game.
Like, they would be done. But anyway, that's kind of what happens to Colorado over the last little while. Lose, 2 important pieces to the offense, lose 5 straight, and then score 9 goals in a game?
Yeah. 2-2 game going into the second period. And they're playing okay.
They were winning 2-1.
Yeah, and then Nashville
then-
scores a couple.
Yeah, they had like a little bit of a lapse, and then just unleashed fucking fury. Like,
6 goals in 7:40.
in 8 minutes or something, yeah.
I think like what?
So fastest 6 goals in friggin' Avs history. Apparently, the last team to score 6 goals in that amount of time, or like, I can't remember the exact stat, but it was the Leafs in 05-06. I was like, what?
That
05-06? Weren't the Leafs like trash? Like, I'm trying to think about 05-06, but like, I feel like that's when the Leafs were not very good.
No, that was before they were like real bad. This is like that was the time where the Leafs were like limping into the playoffs every year. Just
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, but that is crazy. And like they scored, 3 goals in a minute 20. That was just the wildest thing I've ever seen. Like I've never seen more goals. Like what was it? Colorado had 6 goals and I think they scored 2. I don't know. And I think Nashville scored 2. Yeah, they did because
Yeah,
they
they
went
went
up
3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
So there was like 8 goals in a period. That's crazy.
The Leafs had 90 points that season.
Oh yeah, so not terrible for sure.
I think they missed the playoffs.
Probably with 90. Actually, who even knows back then?
Yeah, they were 9th.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, wow, 6 goals faster than that. Like I
Just
definitely don't remember
Every
that.
time they go down the ice, it's just a goal. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my god. And like, I don't know. Like some of them weren't great,
No.
but it's like holy crap. Like it's just so weird to see Nashville fold. Like
Well,
that.
yeah, so like you were kind of saying it earlier, Jersey's not a very good team. The Flames scored 5 goals against Jersey last night. If the Oilers scored 5 goals tonight against Jersey, you wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Nashville is pretty much leading the league.
They're probably leading the Central, right? Still.
No, sorry, I forgot.
Oh, yes,
St.
yeah,
Louis is
St.
going
Louis,
nuts.
right.
6 in a row.
Nah, yeah, right. After that, they're
Yeah.
tied with Colorado
Right.
for second.
Now there, yeah. But Nashville is Nashville, and they've been doing great and have been playing. They've been solid all year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So watching them just implode like that.
And like they're like a defensive team.
Yeah.
Like, they're always very.
They have one of the
defensively
best
respon-
decors in the league.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Speaking. Yeah. That new Yossi contract and everything.
Yossi, Ellis,
Yeah, they have
Ekholm.
such a solid D. And yeah, to fold like that is crazy.
It was nuts.
It's just both sides, like
But
the
yeah, and like-
fold and then the
Like you said
crazy
too,
offense.
Rene hadn't lost in regulation all year.
Yeah, and he was killing it every game, and
They're
then
8-0-2,
just
and
gets
you're just like, okay,
slaughtered.
go big or go home, I guess.
What a freaking intense game, though. That was crazy. And then there's the other overtime crazy shiza that's happening in the Flames uniforms.
Oh,
Like,
I assume you guys talked about Kachuk's goal last Friday.
yeah, we did. That was just after that was just before that game. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
But then he does it again. That was a sneaky little goal too. The little 5-hole.
It's just a really good, like, the release is really
Stutter,
nice
kinda.
because who was that against?
Is frickin' should probably know, but you know.
Doesn't
Not paying
matter.
enough
The
attention.
goalie. Oh, there we go. Oilers are up 1-0.
In their Uggo jerseys.
Oh, and Draisaitl scored.
Yeah, classic.
Weird. You don't say. Anyway, when Kachuk's got the puck there, plus he's kind of shooting it through a defenseman too.
Oh,
But
it was Arizona. It was Phil Kessel, right?
Oh yeah, Phil Kessel was like
Phil
dying
Kessel was him and somebody else got caught on the ice for like
2 minutes.
so long, and it's the best, right?
I remember searching up the highlight just
It
to
was
see Phil.
Backlund goes across. Phil's just like, Backlund just like, okay, drop it right for Kachuk, right in front of Phil Kessel.
Yeah.
Then Kachuk's just like, Phil's tired and it's good.
So it looks like Kachuk's gonna try and shoot at far side Cheddar.
or like some kind of pass or something.
Yeah, and then instead he kind of like hooks it as he lets it go and pulls it 5-hole on the ice. It's a beauty release because
yeah,
when you're trying to read a shot, that is the last thing you're reading. Something like that.
yeah,
But again, that was a come from behind win. The
Yeah,
game
the
against
second in
Nashville,
4 games.
Yeah, the game against Nashville where he
Yeah,
goes in between the legs, upstairs
nicest
from
goal of the year
way out.
from downtown, man. Yeah, above
Slightly
the-
biased, but
above the
man, that is
hash marks.
outrageous. The Svechnikov goal is really nice, but the Flames contributed to that huge because they just didn't play hockey,
Yeah,
and Riddick sat on his knees and let it happen. But that Kachuk goal is a one-timer between the legs.
with a second and a half to go.
Yeah,
Just like-
with no time to go, so it's just even better as a fan. But it's just
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
ludicrous. I don't know.
He's
I've-
been so clutch.
find it really hard to
He's
not
got
say that's goal of the year.
he's
But
got 8 points in the last 5 games, I think. Like he's killing it right now.
oh man, he's the whole reason that the Flames are doing what they're doing right now.
Yeah, he's been like the only source of energy. Well, like was the only source of energy for quite a while there.
He definitely kickstarted everything that's going on.
Yeah. So now they've gone 3-1 in the last 4. The one against the Capitals was a pretty tough game. Capitals are killing it.
Capitals are good.
They're really good still. Like, and Ovi's still Ovi, doing Ovi stuff,
Yeah.
still scoring. Yeah, 11-2-3. Like, and they've lost 3 times in overtime. Like, holy crap, crazy. But yeah, I wonder how many goals Ovi's gonna score again this year. Like, I'd say he's gonna get more than 50 again. I bet it happens.
Betting against Ovi to score 50 is a mistake.
Because, like, yeah, if he's healthy, it's a given.
Yeah.
Like, it's just going to happen. Which is sweet. I want to see him break Gretzky's record, so keep her going.
Could you imagine in our lifetime seeing somebody break Gretzky's record? Like any one of them.
In anyone's lifetime.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, watching a player like Ovi for us, because we got to watch the entirety of his career.
Yeah.
And for me, I'll straight up say I wasn't a fan of Ovi for half of it.
Me
at
neither.
least.
I really actually did not like him for a while.
I had the like anti-Russian bias for sure.
Yeah, I had that too, but I didn't like how cocky he was when he was younger too.
Yeah.
You know, and he's changed a lot. Like he's evolved in a
Well,
half.
look at the interview you had
Mhm.
in Toronto. You know, talking about like they're young, they got to figure out if they want to play for themselves, or if they want to play for the team and win a cup, kind of thing.
Yeah.
To which Babcock says, "Yeah, he's right, isn't he?"
Is that what Babcock said?
Yeah.
That's funny. Nice.
He goes, "Well, he's
Yeah.
right.
He is
isn't
right.
But then he's like basically saying like it's like he's like it makes me feel bad. I'm the one that's coaching this team. I'm the one supposed to make them understand that. Which for once Babcock took the blame, which was weird, super weird. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Talk about not exactly the best hockey games in the world, but
My earphones are just out, but it's good.
Ooh. Kyle
Oh.
Connor just goes upstairs on the breakaway.
Good. Just need to win.
But yeah, the Leafs like won in overtime last night against the. I was watching the game.
It's man, I do this all the time.
My
'cause
brain,
watch so much hockey and you
so much
forget who they're
mush.
playing.
Oh, Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game. Except they played Malcolm Subban instead of Fleury, which is a bit weird. But
It's I heard that was like a premeditated start
Yeah.
because it's his hometown and
oh,
crap.
that's true. Yeah, Subban is from Toronto. So
And like Fleury is just
he's
plays
played-
nonstop.
Yeah, he is barely had a day off.
And he had the flu, I know that.
Oh, did he?
So he was which was kind of good timing because Subban was going to start that game anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, Subban didn't make it easy on the Leafs. Obviously, they went to overtime, but it was 2-1 overtime finish. Like that's.
You wouldn't think that would be the score in that game. Like those are two pretty powerfully offensive teams.
No, but it's November now, so Freddie Anderson can stop everything.
Oh yeah, right.
I mean, that's really not fair. Like I think I said it last year too. Freddie gets a lot of the blame for October, but I think it's a lot of bullshit. I don't really believe in that. They showed a stat during last night's game, Sportsnet did, where if you remove the Leafs 7-4 loss or whatever the hell it was to Tampa Bay, the game that I was at, if you remove those stats from Freddie Anderson's year, he goes from having like a 240 goals against and like a 903 save percentage to having like a 210 goals against and like a 920 save percentage. So it's like you're giving him crap for his October save percentage, and it's literally one game.
Yeah.
And if you watch the Maple Leafs for the month of October versus the month of November, it's not just Freddie.
Yeah.
They have
Totally.
played a completely different game
Yeah.
in November so far.
Yeah.
Obviously,
they flipped the switch.
goaltending helps. Like goaltending hides a lot of defensive faults and all that stuff. But the Leafs' power play is awful. The penalty kill is awful. Like I think 27th in the league or something.
Oh right, I remember you saying
It
that.
feels like they get scored on every single time.
Yeah, that's not
on Freddie.
a good characteristic too. Especially if it feels like that. It's like
It's especially
It's
not a
obviously not
good
good.
characteristic when you have the most expensive coach in the league.
Yeah, so like I heard there's lots of talk about like, oh, should Babcock get fired?
Well, last
Let's
time I
hear-
was on the podcast, me and Brent had a pretty lengthy chat
Oh yeah.
about Babcock and whether or not I believe in Babcock anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think I said it in the summertime, and I'm still on that wagon where I think it's time. I don't know if you can fix it. I'm not saying somebody else comes in and makes this team better,
Yeah.
but you paid Babcock $6 million a season, front
That's a
end
lot of
loaded,
money.
to make this team play defense. You can teach scoring. You can't teach sorry.
Oh, I was like,
You
what?
can't teach scoring.
Yeah.
You can teach defense.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight up. Look at the Islanders, right?
Yeah.
Who are fucking killing it.
What is it? 10 in a row?
That's the last time I saw. I don't know what did they play yesterday?
Just go poach Barry Trotz.
No.
Oh, they lost in overtime.
Oh, they played on what,
Oh,
Thursday?
that was their first overtime loss. They would have been our one team.
Oh yeah,
if we
right
did the
there.
podcast yesterday.
Anyhow, that's 11 games without losing in regulation, at least.
Decent.
Like, holy crap! I never like. Who actually saw this coming? Like 3 years ago, did you think, oh yeah, the Islanders are gonna be good?
Not even 3 years ago. 2. When
Yeah.
John Tavares
Yeah.
said, I'm going to Toronto.
Right. Everyone just like gave up on the Islanders. It's like done.
Done.
And then that's when
Psych.
Barzal had his
That's when Barry
breakout
Trotz shows
time.
up. That's when Barzal
Barzal.
shows
But
up. That's when Leonard goes off. That's when Grace goes off.
yeah.
Now all of a sudden Varlamov's going off. I don't think it's a goalie thing.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure that is all system related.
Yeah. 100%.
Which
But I'm sure,
I'm sure
those
it's not-
goalies are good enough.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch a whole lot of Islanders
Yeah.
games, but I'm sure they're not exciting. I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah.
Would you take a 7-2-1 record at home?
No.
Nah, it needs to be better,
At least 8 wins out of that. No.
right? Like
But yeah, it's
insane.
decent.
so. Yeah.
Are
Can we
they-
get a coach that does that stuff?
Are they playing in the shitty arena?
Yep.
What's it called? The Coliseum?
No, the
And
Nassau Coliseum.
yeah. That's the shitty one, right?
Yeah.
I wonder
Well,
if they're playing that.
The shitty one, I think they're both shitty.
Okay, yeah, that's true. The shitty layout one.
The shitty layout one is Barclays.
That's the other one, okay.
the basketball arena.
Straight up basketball. It's so dumb. That's set up. How is that how do you think that's a good building for an arena? Like, nah.
Well, I mean, the sight lines for that are like that building versus a hockey arena style is probably better for basketball. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
probably
yeah,
a
yeah.
nicer
For
venue.
basketball.
Yeah, like
That's
if you're
what I mean.
if you're going to like a basketball game,
Yeah.
it probably is actually a lot nicer.
Yeah. That's sorry, I should have rephrased
But-
that.
The fact that they didn't even build it at all so that a hockey team could play there is just
Which is kind of weird, right?
it's just a weird thought process because
Let's just limit what we can do.
yeah,
Yeah,
that, like-
that is weird.
you know what, I could make more money, but I'd rather not to.
And then just put this weird, upper deck here.
Let's put a car in the corner.
Oh yeah, it is that. It is that arena with the car always, right? Oh, did someone just get
What was
effed up?
that? Yeah. Who is that?
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well,
That's not good.
dude's not having fun. Who's 91 on Oilers? I don't know. Oh, he's skating around. Haas? Is that actually his name? Interesting.
Let me see. Oh, why don't you have the numbers? I hate you. Gayton Haas. 10
Just
games
Haas.
played, 2 points.
Okay.
Killing it.
Sounds like, that bottom 18 players on the roster. 2 points.
Weird. Anyway, yeah, so the Islanders are crushing it. The Capitals are crushing it. The Bruins are crushing it.
Yeah.
The Leafs have somehow, even though they've been awful for like 2/3 of the season so far, they're 9-5-3,
It's definitely like, yeah.
which isn't terrible.
It's definitely not basement worthy and like not totally freak out worthy.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that.
Yeah.
Apparently they're on pace for more points than last year.
I was just going to say, like, I feel like they're starting off better this season. Are they not?
Points wise, I don't think hockey wise.
Yeah.
like
okay.
I don't think on the ice it's
Fair
better.
enough. But yeah, I feel like the record's better at this point.
But when you compare them to other teams that are just cruising right now,
yeah.
it's tough.
Well, and like, I don't know, like at least in the East.
That is a pretty funny looking empty netter by the Jets right there.
Oh, Vancouver. Killing it.
You got to find the highlight of that if you're listening to this or watching this. They basically passed it 3 times extra in front of an open net because the Canucks fell over each other again.
That's Lowry's first goal. Holy crap, dude. What are you
Pretty
doing?
nice one, let me tell you. Top shelf.
That's good. Jets need some help. Yeah, that Brian Little thing. Was
Oh, yeah.
crazy,
That's what
man.
we were going to talk about. I forgot. Man, okay, the Jets are injured. Like, the whole thing. Just
It's just a mess.
the whole team is broken.
Yeah.
Brian Little, though, is, like,
Talk about like
just
bad
about
luck.
dead broken. Like, that is terrifying.
Yeah.
What even happened?
Did you see it?
No.
Oh man. So I'm pretty sure he sets Ehlers up too. I don't know. I think it goes back to the point, goes over one timer Ehlers, Little's behind the net, like over here, just one timer, rings up a guy's stick, boom, right in the head,
Like, the forehead or,
like right on his helmet, breaks his helmet. You can see like pieces fly off, and then like that it was like the pressure of the helmet cut him. Like so bad right here, huge gash. It was like 25 to 30 stitches, they said, plus brain bleeding, so he had to go into freaking surgery and shit, and then immediately after that had to go through all the concussion protocol, which he just got back from a concussion earlier in the year. Like, what was it, first game of the year?
Yeah, I think so.
gets a freaking concussion, comes back like 3 games later, gets a puck in the face. Like, oh my God, dude. That is some. That's bad.
That's crazy.
His head is not good right now. Like, it can't be. And 2 concussions in like a month? That's
Look what it did to
not
Sidney
good.
Crosby.
Yeah. Plus, like, getting, like, brain bleeding and shit.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
That is terrifying.
Yeah. And, like,
So they're dealing with that. Then they're dealing with this
whole
Dustin
Byfuglien
Byfuglien news where apparently his ankle's messed up and he needed surgery.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole situation is just, I don't even fucking know what's going on there. I'm tired of even, like, looking to see what's going on there, too, because it's like, I'll just wait and hear.
Well, yeah, because now there's like talks that there's gonna the NHLPA is going to file a grievance, which they should.
Yeah, and there's going to be, like, a freaking arbitration shit going on.
But it's just weird to me. What I want to know is why, if he was injured from a hockey-related incident, why was he not just put on LTIR to begin with and then go get it fixed? Like, I don't...
That's what I mean. Like, what is even this story?
So, yeah.
Like, what is
'cause
going on?
The reason the Jets suspended him was because he didn't report to camp.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you report to camp? Like, Bob McKenzie reported that it was that he wasn't sure that he was, like, into playing hockey anymore.
Yeah.
Well, if your ankle hurts and you can't play, you're going to fail a physical. Then you're going to get paid. Like, he didn't have, like, that's what's weird about this is because, like, that makes me feel like the Jets were like, either you play or you don't play. We're not putting you on LTIR and letting you ride off into the sunset. Which is greasy.
I don't know.
And you can't do that, which is where this grievance comes in. But if you're Dustin Byfuglien, how do you walk away from, what, $7 million
Yeah.
this year?
Probably something like
I think
that.
it's something like that. I think this is the last year of his contract until it starts to, like, tail off.
Oh, yeah, right.
And it's just, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Because he could have got paid. If he didn't
Well,
wanna,
yeah.
like, he had his out to not play hockey and make money.
Well, and, like, get all the help he needs, right? Like, I feel like everything would have been a lot easier if you would have just done your
Well, yeah,
duty.
you'd assume the Winnipeg Jets would want to rehab it as best as they could. Like, they're on the hook for that regardless, right? Like, any pre-existing any hockey injury that occurred, like, every player gets his exit physical, and on the exit physical there is this and this and this are injuries that occurred playing hockey and may require future treatment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure his ankle was on.
Well,
that
that's what I
list.
mean. It's like I don't even know if it was, because like I don't remember anyone saying that, and I feel like there was a point that someone said that he was fine on that exit.
Maybe, but
But
at
I
the
don't
same
know.
time, right? That's not necessarily the only thing. If he's training,
Well, yeah, exactly.
if he's training for the season, then that's also covered, right? All that
Yeah.
stuff. If he was riding a quad and biffed
Drunk dancing.
or drunk dancing or whatever, then it's not covered.
Yeah.
But then this grievance isn't a thing, right? So I'm sure it's hockey related. But if it's hockey related, why the hell didn't he just play?
That's
Or
why the whole thing is
yeah,
just
like
a shit show.
it just doesn't make sense.
And it's pretty sad too because it's
Sorry.
November.
$8 million he was due this
Fuck.
year.
Yeah. Which that's crazy if he doesn't want that. Like what?
I mean, life's pretty good, but $8
I
million
mean,
is
$8
pretty
million.
good too. I mean, you're only gonna make what?
I get
Four
like
of that?
what the fuck is even going on? Because like is he gonna come back? We still don't even know.
Yeah,
Like he had his surgery like probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago now.
something like that.
What the fuck are you even doing?
Yeah,
That's what I mean. I fucking hate the situation. I love Byfuglien too, but this year I hate him.
well, that's the thing, right? Like, and then, like, so it's annoying because you just don't know what's happening. Because it's the typical thing. You deal with it in Toronto all the time because idiots like us and the actual media and all this stuff just speculate and speculate and
Yeah.
speculate and speculate.
Totally.
All you have to do is tell them what the hell happened.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what's so weird about it is there's like no fucking info.
Just come out and say it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was doing this and hurt my ankle, and now I need surgery, or like, I'm not sure if I want to play hockey anymore. I'm humming
Yeah, like,
on about.
He hasn't made any kind of media
He never said
statement,
that.
eh?
That was just a report
Yeah,
from
he's
Bob
in-
McKenzie. But if Bob McKenzie's reporting it, it's probably true. He doesn't
Yeah,
just make stuff up.
Yeah, you don't see him dress up anything or
Generally speaking, right?
Yeah.
It's and if he is dressing something up, it's straight up. This is just what I'm thinking. Like,
Right. Like, yeah, exactly. IMO.
yeah, right. So it's just so weird.
Yeah. And exactly. So all that shit is going on for fucking Winnipeg.
And then
Yeah, they're still doing pretty good.
And then Brian Little gets hurt.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then Morrissey got hurt for that stretch.
Right.
And it's just like piling on and piling on and piling on and piling on. Somehow they're still doing
Yet
okay.
they're piping away, man. If they can snag a wild card spot this year, I'd say that's a win. Because, like, I don't think they can be expected to get top 3 in the Central this year.
No.
I don't think it's in the books. There's too many other good teams, and they got worse because of, unplanned circumstances. Unfortunate, but that's the way she goes some years. I mean, like, it could be worse, and you could be looking like Tampa right now. Even though they're kind of starting to figure it out, but I don't know. I don't watch
In
enough
Europe.
Tampa. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the
I don't know if
European
anybody
game
checked
today.
that out today. I watched a little bit of it. Tampa Bay beat Buffalo in the Global Series, Game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Also announced today, Global Series 2020, which is a little bit more what am I looking for? A little bit bigger, a little bit more intense next year, because 2 sets of teams are going across to play real games, and then 2 teams, kind of like this year, are playing preseason games over there.
Sweet.
So
So, like, 4 teams are going over during the regular season?
yeah, 4
Nice.
teams are going during the regular season, and 2 teams are going early.
That's kind of cool.
Or sorry, early for the.
I mean, as long as they're, like, prepared for everything, time, travel, all that crap,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of cool. Like, I've gone... I thought it was really, really stupid that they were doing this, but I've actually kind of come back a bit now. Like, okay, it's kind of cool. And,
So-
they're stoked that, like, those fans are stoked that this is happening.
Basically, the Bruins are going to be playing a game, I believe, in Germany.
Jamming.
I think that was SC Burns, the Switzerland team. I don't remember the teams at the moment. But yeah, the Bruins are going to end their preseason in Germany, and they're going to play the Nashville Predators in Helsinki. Oh no, sorry, in Prague.
Mm.
And then the Predators are going to end their preseason in Switzerland, I think. Yeah. Nashville ends their preseason in Switzerland and goes to Prague and plays the Bruins for a couple games. And then later in the fall, the Blue Jackets and the Avalanche are heading over to Helsinki to play 2 more games, which
Yeah.
is interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it works for that many games. Because that, to me, I think is 6 games over there.
Yeah, if there's 2 preseason.
Yeah, if there's 2 preseason and 4 regular season games.
Sweet.
But at the same time, like, first of all, if you look at the Avalanche and the Blue Jackets, I don't necessarily think those are sellouts at home.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, I don't think Colorado's selling out the
Oh.
Columbus Blue Jackets.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think the Blue Jackets are selling out the Avalanche.
Oh, well, like, it's not anything crazy, right?
No.
It's
So,
not like someone's circling that on their calendar.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean, right?
Columbus is in town.
It's kind of weird that Columbus is, pretty awful, and they're going over.
I guess I'm trying to think of Columbus's team, and I'm like, do they have a lot of Europeans? I guess they have a few.
But to be real honest, this Bruins Nashville part of it is going to be awesome.
That's those two.
That's really good for the global series, I think.
Yeah.
And like showcasing the game.
Yeah, and there's like lots of talent on those two teams.
I think so too.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, show them a little pasta man.
Yeah. Well, I think that's partly why they're going. Plus, like Panarin not Panarin. Well,
I know. I'm trying to think of.
Forsberg is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
Right, Forsberg is the. You could have done this for the Blue Jackets a couple of years ago and actually sent Panarin over.
Yeah.
Not that they're going to Russia or anything, but yeah. So I think there's a lot. Like I think sending over like the Avs and sending over Landeskog, sending over
Rantanen, yeah,
stuff like that. Like I think there's.
I mean, like
enough.
the Avs are, we know obviously they're a quick ass team too, right? So could be yeah. I don't know.
It's just a weird game, like a weird matchup for the Avalanche and the Blue Jackets. Like that's not really, it's not really the game showcase that I would think of.
Especially Columbus. Just like you could have showed them a better team than that.
Yeah, right.
Like I don't know, give them like Tampa. Tampa went this year.
If they're lucky, the Bruins and the Predators are a cup rematch or something.
Yeah. Hey man, definitely the Bruins could be there again this year.
The Predators
so.
definitely could be too.
That's true. Yeah.
That's as it looks now. That looks like a pretty good
It's
bet.
a possibility. It's not. Yeah.
So yeah, that's it's kind of like the outdoor games though, where you don't really care about them here. I
Yeah.
only watched it because I was at work, so whatever, throw it on, and I didn't watch it overly extensively, but
Yeah, I wasn't like. I actually watched, I think, most of that game, but in a way, it's kind of like it's just like worse hockey, in a way, right?
yeah,
Like the ice actually was pretty good when it stopped snowing. That ice was like pretty nice.
yeah.
It's like whoa, looks good. It's not like bumpy at all. It's like
No, that outdoor ice in Regina was really good.
yeah. So that's pretty cool.
It'll be
Oh, yeah. There you go.
interesting to see the couple games we got.
Oh
coming
hey,
up.
I think Haas just scored.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
Awesome.
But he gets man, that did not. I'm surprised he's not hurt.
And me too.
Maybe he is.
Earned it.
Nice little tip. Taking a page out of Kachuk's book.
Because Corey Schneider can't stop the puck. 'Cause-
Corey Schneider apparently he just sucks at goaltending now. The last
Yep.
like 3 seasons. I don't know what happened.
You remember when Vancouver traded him and got Bo Horvat pretty much straight across?
Right.
That looked like a
forgot he
bad.
was
That looked
Horvat.
like a bad deal.
Oh yeah, I remember everyone was pissed. Like,
It
"Fucking
was a pretty
Schneider."
bad deal for a while.
It seemed like it.
It's not so bad no more. Now it's like it's basically Schneider got that hip injury and he's just never been the same.
Yeah, like last year he didn't win a game till what, fucking January or something.
I think it was later. I think it was like March.
What the fuck, man? He was like 0 for I don't know, something
It
ridiculous.
was crazy.
Like 14 or something.
Why he still got in the net was crazy.
Right? Like I remember they were playing Kincaid a lot and then they got rid of Kincaid and you're like,
What is happening?
What are you doing? Jersey's a mess, straight up. I really
This
don't
Taylor
want to
Hall
see
stuff is crazy too.
Oh man, I was just gonna say I really do not want to see Hall go back to Edmonton. I hope he does not.
I kind of do because I think he'd mess it up.
I just don't want to see Hall get messed up because I think he's better off without Edmonton. But like, and Edmonton's just they fucked him over basically. Like
Fair.
it wasn't Edmonton's fault.
Oh, 3-0.
Like what happened? Hey, it's Neil. Guess what?
On your bench.
Yep.
Did you drop him?
No, he's on the bench.
Aw.
See, I told you, man. I got to pull out Neil this week. He's gonna score. Fuck. What a dick.
That's Neil's
But don't
first
worry,
goal in a while.
he's like -8 now.
That's true.
I don't remember what we were talking about. Fuck.
I don't either.
Whatever. Nothing important.
Not that important.
If I can't remember.
What have we not talked about yet?
Yeah, have we talked about everything we wanted to? What else? I don't know.
Montreal's kind of Montrealing. I don't know. They're kind of coming
Montreal.
back down to earth, which is not surprising. Like they started off this year way better than expected, for sure. But they still have a chance. This Atlantic division is just such a crapshoot aside from Boston.
Yeah,
You just never know.
it is.
Buffalo's lost 3 straight, so
I knew that was going to happen.
well, yeah, right.
I was waiting
Is
for
what
the
it is.
inconsistent Buffalo to show up, and yeah, here they are.
Carolina's lost 3 in a row. Florida just without Bobrovsky stopping the puck, they're just not scary.
I think, that's like you've said, like since Bobby Lou came back the first time,
Yeah,
they haven't really had that good of a goalie,
no.
and it's hurt them every year. They've had offense for, I don't know, 3 years now where they've had pretty good offense.
Yeah.
This, I guess, being like the third. And it's just like, man, you don't get good goaltending in this league.
And they go spend $10 million on a guy that
Yeah.
should give them goaltending, and
You got to hope that he's going to figure it out sometime during this year, like more consistency. Anyway,
I hope
right?
so for their sake.
Yeah, I kind of want to see Florida. I want to see Florida in the playoffs, man. I just want to see what they can do.
Do fans
Throw them in like a freaking Carolina role,
do
right?
fans actually show up to Florida Panthers games?
Yeah.
If they're good.
That'd be cool too, man. See a sold out Florida arena for a few
Just
nights in a row.
Rats everywhere.
Yeah, right. I forgot they do that.
And then lowly old Ottawa, bring up the rear.
Yeah, and poor Detroit, man.
Man,
Detroit's just junk.
junk.
It,
9 points. They're still in the single digits.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
They've played 7.
No, I guess they're at 11 now because they probably won tonight, right?
Oh, did they? So
Oh,
18
yeah. Oh, they
games?
beat Boston. See, there you go, NHL. What
That's
the fuck is
NHL.
that?
That is the NHL in a nutshell.
One of the best teams in the league right now loses to probably the worst team in the league. I can almost comfortably say that, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because Ottawa's probably better than them, sadly.
Are they?
I don't know. LA's pretty fucking bad, too. And Minnesota. Those 4, they're the worst.
Yeah. That's,
Oh, yeah, I heard. So, when did Fabry go to Detroit?
That just happened.
That literally- okay, so the-
Tuesday, I think.
That was
No,
his first
Wednesday.
game tonight, then. He
Yeah.
scored 2 goals. Yeah. And I was watching the game earlier. He's the first Detroit Red Wing to do that in like a while.
What,
And then
scored 2
he
goals in his
was-
debut.
Yeah. And like, who was it before? Oh, yeah, it was like Vanek. It's like, huh. And was he part of that trade?
Which Vanek?
Yeah.
No, it was Delarose.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, they were
Kind of-
talking about the other guy that they got for Vanek. He was
Kind
a
of 2
D-man.
middling players that just haven't.
'Cause
done
that
what
was-
expected.
Because that's St. Louis, right, then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because Fabry, that'll be interesting.
Fabry's had an issue where he gets hurt every time he starts,
Right.
performing.
Yeah, because like you've seen flashes of him, and then yeah, maybe that's what it is. He gets hurt and can't figure it out after. But gotta try it.
But yeah, you're right. So 4 teams in the league at 11 points, but the Detroit Red Wings have the most games played in the league.
Yeah, they have played the most games except for the Flames.
Except for the Flames,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a weird season because like you have the top teams that are happy, obviously. Then you have a lot of the middle teams that are just like pissed off.
There's just like, there's been just a lot of teams have had just weird streaks this year already. Like Colorado had a crazy start, pretty bad last few games, and a crazy game there. Like the Flames had a terrible start. Well, not terrible.
The start was okay. Then they had that.
Then they had a
middling
lull.
spot. And you're just like, oh
Now
my
again,
God.
they're starting to pick it up. St. Louis was garbage at the start. Now they're fucking killing it. Like some weird, and like that is super weird to see. The Pacific Division is all Canadian teams, the top three. What the?
Yeah, it's
I doubt this has ever happened at the end of the year, right?
yeah, that's true.
I highly doubt that. There's no way it's ever been Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, right? Am I crazy? I doubt it. Maybe like what, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, or some shit.
No,
I'm
I
trying to
don't
think
so.
when Vancouver went all the way. Oh no, Flames didn't even make the playoffs
Flames
that
are
year.
awful.
Yeah, neither did Edmonton. Yeah, anytime any one of those teams are in, the other two are like not.
Well,
Then
like,
you can never get a series except for, I guess, what, 2013, 14, or 14, 15 with
Maybe
Calgary,
this year.
with Vancouver.
maybe it's this year.
Man, if any of these three teams go 2-3, that would be so good. Okay, except for Edmonton, Vancouver. Fuck them. Edmonton can even take first. I want to see Flames, Vancouver, or Flames, Oilers. I need that.
I need that in my life too.
I fucking need that. That'd be so good.
The NHL making shitty playoffs seem really good since 2012, 13.
I don't even know.
I don't
actually.
remember. I don't know. I still stand by. If you're a fan of hockey, the playoff setup now is awesome.
It's since
Yeah.
Batman's
Oh,
been in.
jeez.
No.
Come on.
Batman didn't start this that early.
No Canadian teams won the cup since.
No, that's not what we're talking about,
I
Brett.
know. It's just Batman's fault. I just don't like him.
Yeah, so it's what, 2 weeks from American Thanksgiving?
Right?
So 2 weeks.
Or is
to-
it on...
It's on the 20.
Oh, yeah, it's like, what, 21st
First.
or some shit? Yeah. Yeah, so
So-
2 weeks yesterday. Yeah.
So in 2 episodes, we'll know what we've got. Quote unquote. Apparently. So
And then we can...
we'll have to revisit last year's American Thanksgiving standings.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
see what
yeah.
happened.
That would be interesting.
I want to see what the stats were last year.
Yeah. And then we can all pick an underdog.
Yep.
See if one gets in.
Detroit. I mean,
Pull St. Louis. You got to wait till January,
yeah,
though.
last to first. They'll be so far in last, though. That'll be the problem.
Their goal differential minus 31. Holy shit,
Oof.
boys. They've got slaughtered a few times, haven't they?
Is there any teams right now in a playoff spot with a negative goal differential? Florida.
I guess I was just going to say one wild carder.
Classic Florida. So what happens when you get scored on 7 times a game?
Yeah, Vancouver
What
plus
is their
15.
goals against, actually?
Quinn Hughes is pretty damn good, eh? Holy shit.
Man,
He's like one up in his brother. Although Jack Hughes has just started to score now,
finally,
too.
once he scored his first one,
Yeah, which was
holy-
nice. And then every goal he's got since has been nice. You're like, oh, yeah, you're good. Too bad you play for a shitty team.
Let's see. What is
That
Florida?
must kind of suck for like a draft pick like that in a way. You're like, fuck, I'm on such a bad team. At least you get to play a lot.
Well, think about like McDavid.
Oh yeah, like
Do you remember McDavid's facial expression when the Oilers won the lottery?
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. He's just like,
Oh God,
I have to go to Edmonton.
my life is ruined.
Shit.
$12.5 million makes it feel a little better.
Yeah,
though.
you know, that's when you take your summer off and you go to friggin'
Honolulu.
wherever. Yeah, and just, you know,
Forget. Drink
Just-
the pain away.
yeah, just have a bath in your money. It's fine.
But other than that, I think we're fini.
I think so.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And enjoy the weekend of hockey, and we'll catch you next week.
Adios.
Toodaloo.